we have what can only be called a sexy car behind us. Tell us about the new 2 Series.
It's the new 2 Series convertible. It's the latest addition to the family of the 2 Series. Rear-wheel drive, I think, entry convertible to the brand. Exciting product for a lot of people who are buying a BMW for the first time. And, of course, I think really a lot of history of convertibles in this segment. So we're very excited about it. It comes with some new tech as well. So, we'll be able to update the navigation system over the air. No discs, no plug-in anymore, all done remotely. So I think it's got lots of elements to it, apart from, of course, sheer driving pleasure.
So as easy as downloading something from iTunes?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's seamless.
Rear wheel drive, that's not going to handle too well when I take the family skiing. Is this the car for that?
Rear wheel drive, winter tires, you've got a great product. We also, of course, have 4-wheel drive options in these type of products now as well. So for anybody who wants to go to the deepest snow, it's no problem. Okay,
you missed the transition to talk about the X6, your new vehicle, but let's just go ahead and talk about it. You're unveiling it here. Tell me about the car.
This is the 2nd generation X6, made in the US. That's our largest plant in Spartanburg now, en route to over 400,000 products this year. But the X6, we've done 260,000 of them in the 1st generation, and I can think back to the day we launched that car, and a lot of people said, is there room for a sports activity coupe? Is this design really, it's strong and powerful. Is it maybe a bit polarizing? As I say, 260,000 of them sold, so I think we are on for another great step with this product. A lot bolder, a lot stronger, a lot more versatile. Comes in multiple specifications now. Of course, big engines that are the norm with the X6. Really great car. I drive one myself.
What's it going to be priced at?
It'll be priced over the X5, but engine for engine, the premium is real worth it.
Well, when we talk about pricing, we see what's happening here in Europe. Tell us about headwinds. Are you having a hard time with pricing?
We look around the world and first of all, we have balance. We don't have too much of our business in Asia. We don't have too much of our business in the United States. We're seeing pretty good recovery in many European markets now. The United Kingdom has been very, very strong this year. Germany's flatlining, but it's been flatlining at a high level. So the market is probably going to hit 3 million again during 2014. The US is strong. I think we see confidence in the consumer, and it's across the US. It's not just localized to the southeast or the northwest. So all in all, and China, it's definitely maturing. We are sitting at the moment on a growth of around 20%, which is more than we expected at the start of the year, but I do think that we will start to see that normalize over the months ahead. So it'll slow somewhat, but slow to probably higher growth than many other parts in the world.
But margins or pricing isn't down in Europe.
The margins in Europe, of course, been under pressure in the last couple of years, but we are seeing recovery. We've done some restructuring in our dealer body as well over the last 2 years or so, and what we want to see now is good recovery. When I look at markets like Spain, this was a total market of 1.7 million in 2008. It got down to just over 500,000. It's growing at the moment, but it's of course growing off a small base. So all in all, the market's recovering. It will take more time.
Yeah, you have a sense on timing when you talk about getting back to pre-recession levels, pre-crisis levels?
Well, I think, the story is two sides of the Atlantic. This year, the United States will be back to pre-crisis levels, 16.5 million vehicles or so. In Europe, we're probably 2.5, 3 years away from back to pre-crisis levels, and it's not an even development. So, the South is recovering strong, but it's off a much lower base. The North didn't reduce so much, but it's growing slower. So we see more time to go yet.
One final question on how Russia is sort of impacting all of this. What's your outlook for Russia?
We've had good sales in Russia over the last few years. We had over 40,000 last year. The first 6 months of the year where we expected them to be, a little bit of growth. The last couple of months, yes, we've seen it slowing somewhat, and I think the issues in the economy are really at the heart of that. But we see Russia as a market for the future, and over the midterm, recovery will definitely come there. We have investments there. We manufacture about 20,000 cars a year there, big cars as well, X5s, X6s. So into the future, I'm sure the recovery will come. The political situation, the politicians need to sort out.
Okay, well, optimism from you as well. John, if we have one brief moment here, we didn't get it to show you the new Mini. I'm going to ask the cameraman to pan over to the new Mini. This is your vehicle, Mr. John Farrow. I don't think you're quite ready for a convertible or an X6. That Mini has your name written all over it. We'll swap the steering wheel around so you can park it in the UK. John?
And tell the gentleman next to you, I hate to disappoint, but I can't even afford the Mini, but we'll leave it there.